The mind is its own place, and you can make a heaven of hell and a hell of heaven. I'm Norman O'Flynn. I'm an artist, painter, and a sculptor. I'm at Sydney Contemporary in Australia. Very excited to be here. I wanted to sort of make works where I can say these kind of cliche things like, we're messing up the world, or like time is running out. We don't focus on certain areas in sort of globally, things are falling apart. How can I say these things that people hear all the time and they just ignore it because it becomes such a cliched thing? This is exactly what I want to say. I'm talking about things like good and evil. I'm not just talking about a crisis here or a crisis here. A lot of the sort of inscriptions on the body are relevant, and because it's relevant to me, it generally encompasses what everybody's sort of worried about. And each one has this sort of countdown clock on the body. There's time is running out, and these were the keepers of this time. Afronaut's an ongoing little sculpture I've been making for years. He was based on the Venus van Willemdorf, which is a fertility figure. It's one of the oldest fertility figures ever found. And I put a space helmet on him. It was kind of like a comment of when sort of South Africa sort of joined, after the sort of 1994 elections, we were kind of joining the first world. And he was this little figure of hope. He's got this space helmet and he looks a little bit futuristic, but he's got a little fat belly, and he's like he's not quite ready, and the body's left very rough. So it kind of has this Africa is kind of like or South Africa kind of thinks it's smooth and it's running, but it's got a lot of rough edges still. And then the still lives are a way to introduce my sculptures, to paint my sculptures so they'd relate to the sort of 3D objects. You'd look at the painting and you'd go, but I recognize that. It was a way for me to put a whole lot of ideas together in one frame.